Shalom, everyone. Just wanted to say hi. It's a nice Sunday afternoon. Um, just sitting here, well, after cleaning some of my rifles and and thinking back on today, which it wasn't much. It's a standard Sunday here on the homestead, where we all, some of the tribe comes together and uh, have a nice breakfast, get the fellowship and everything, and then have Bible study. With with all of that, it reminds me about what my Sundays used to be when I was still living in New Jersey. Well, in the more recent time, it was a day of rushing where I would get up. I needed to keep my mental sanity, and I would rush over to go train jujitsu. Then from there, I would sometimes go shower, but if not, I would go to my truck. I would already have all of my clothing and stuff packed for the week, my food shopping done for the truck, so I'm not buying a whole lot of nonsense while I'm out on the road. And just going to wherever my paperwork told me to, because sometimes I wouldn't even speak to my supervisor for weeks at a time, which really wasn't a problem. It was actually a blessing where I didn't have someone constantly micromanaging me. And to think about what those Sundays were to what my Sundays are now, even though I'm preparing for a week, a week of work and doing business, different things like that, it's still not something that is overly stressful or taking me away from my wife, and where our connection is constant phone calls and trying to make something out of that. Well, it was constant phone calls once she was more pronounced in her pregnancy. She decided to stay in New Jersey, but outside of that, she would be right next to me on the road or in the back on the bunk in the truck. And now, well, as you can see, Van is right there. She's in there laying down, watching stuff on the laptop. I think the Avengers or something like that. And just calming down from our Sunday, which wasn't. Uh, uh, it it's it was a day of blessings as opposed to us going our separate ways because of what I did for work. Uh, like I said, this morning we had breakfast, then we had Bible study, uh, and my wife and we ran some errands in town, and now I'm here sitting on the back of the pickup truck after, like I said, cleaning my rifles and thinking back on my day as I'm watching the sunset. One thing that really stood out to me, I was gifted some Freedom Seed holders. Right here, some 20 round magazines, which back in New Jersey, this is a felony where I would, if I was caught with these, or if I had a fire in my house or something like that, and they were like, "Oh, what is this that's half melted?" Oh, that's a magazine. That would be about 5 years in prison for one of these, and now I have quite a few, which, like I said, is a blessing, going away from these 10 rounders where it's a really big difference in capacity. But these 10 rounders were legal, these would make me a felon. But I could have as many 10 rounders as I wanted to, which made absolutely no sense. But that's another one of the blessings that uh, that living living as a free man gives me this opportunity not only to have wonderful toys of protection, but being able to uh, share my thoughts. I had the fear for quite some time. People would say, "Oh, you need to start making YouTube videos again and sharing your thoughts and mine." But I was afraid. Going back to living in New Jersey, when they started those red flag laws, if anyone knew that I had any firearms, that could pose a very dangerous option to life. It had me scared every day. I even stopped talking to quite a few family members because of their political views, their assumptions about me, and my livelihood and my safety felt at jeopardy with the red flag laws. So when I was challenged not too well, what was that, a year ago, 2 years ago, to pick up one of these scriptures, and that's my brother Twitch's patch, his send me patch, shield bearer of faith on YouTube. Well, he doesn't post to YouTube anymore, but on Patreon, and I decided to actually purchase the scriptures and read it. It gave me such an empowerment of actually, as an adult, reading the word and understanding that nothing is new under the sun. It is a book of chaos. If whatever type of entertainment you like or enjoy, that is in the Bible, in the scriptures. Well, especially that version of the Bible, which is called the scriptures. It is unedited roller coaster ride from page one all the way through. If you think you've read the Bible, most likely if you had a King James version, it is an edited book of work. And I would suggest, even if you're a non-believer, just give it a try. Just go through the book of Genesis, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But that gave me the power and confidence, knowing that having family members or other people that I've come in contact with in life, that I need to stay on the path of what I saw as righteousness, because it was going to lead me to where I needed to be, and then I could leave them behind and not have to worry or be afraid for myself or my family, and be able to live my life, raise my family as I see fit. And with diving into the Word, it gave me a new confidence, because I besides being able to speak my mind, that was about the only fear I had in life, especially with all of the occupations that I've had in life. There was nothing to fear besides the people that were closest to me or knew something about me. And the scriptures gave me a direct path of where I needed to be, to figure out that I I don't belong here amongst these people. It is chaos going on around me, and I am going to end up being dragged down by those that are close to me. So I had to move on. Once I had um, the opportunity to go, I was gone within 2 weeks. I Earlier last year, I didn't know where I was going, but I prayed about it. I spoke with my wife. For many years, I've been telling people in my family, I don't know when, but I am leaving. I'm picking up everything and just going. And it is to live far, far away from people, because I didn't feel like being around people is what I needed to do. Granted, I have my fight family that I miss drastically, and my son, which is back in New Jersey. I knew that I needed to provide a pathway of safety for any of them, uh, plus showing them why I am doing what I'm doing, why I believe the way that I believe, why I read the scriptures, why I now pray, uh, why I lead my family the way that I do, and uh, and why I wanted to live out here in the middle of nowhere. And that was because of all the chaos that's going on out there. I needed to provide a pathway of safety, or a safe haven, in case everything crumbles out there, to bring them here. It may not happen for quite some time, maybe many years from now, maybe it may never happen, but I know now I am where I need to be. I am at peace. I am covered by the word. I am protected by it. As you saw, it's a shield on there. That's my shield that I take with me everywhere that I go, and I am I am blessed. I'm happy. My wife is happy. Our baby is growing. Uh, it is it is just a beautiful thing. So, this is another one of my Sunday rambles. Hopefully, you enjoy it. Stay blessed and stay dangerous.